This breakfast sandwich changed my life. And today, I'm gonna show you how to make it. But before I do, roll that sexy B-roll. This breakfast sandwich is peak breakfast sandwich. And that's because we've taken the classic ingredients that you always find, but elevated them, perfected them, and we've also gone ahead and added a couple of non-traditional ingredients that I think really make for one hell of a combo when it's all put together. So, without further ado, let's get into this.
All right, let's get this bad boy started off with some caramelized onions. Cut off the tops and bottoms off some onions, then cut down the middle lengthwise and slice like I'm doing here. Now, I always make sure to make more than I need because you could actually store caramelized onions in your fridge for a week or in your freezer for up to 3 months. So trust me, go through the pain in the ass now and save yourself the headache for the next couple of months. I'll be making about a pound of onions, so scale accordingly. Set a pan over medium-high heat and add 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of olive oil and 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of butter to that pan. Add your onions and then immediately hit them with some salt. Cook for a few minutes, then reduce the heat to low. Then you'll want to cook for about 30 to 45 minutes, stirring occasionally. And also, here's a pro tip for you. Add some water throughout the cooking process to pick up some of that fond at the bottom of the pan, because that stuff is just pure flavor. Anyways, keep doing this until they look something like this. Alright, time to make some bacon. Preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. You'll need 2 slices of thick cut bacon per sandwich, so lay out as many slices as needed on a baking dish lined with aluminum foil. And brush these guys with some maple syrup. Now look, if you guys don't have any maple syrup, that's totally fine. You could substitute with some brown sugar, but maple syrup is just so much better. And you can easily buy some on Amazon, so you don't have an excuse. So just throw your bacon in the oven and cook for 25 minutes. At that point, just check until it's your desired level of doneness. Alright, next, let's prep our sauce. Add 2 tablespoons of mayo in a bowl and add a handful of chopped chives. Next, add some fresh cracked black pepper. Oh, and make sure to hit your camera while doing it. And then a touch of salt and some cayenne pepper. And finally, throw in some fresh grated garlic. Next, just mix everyone up until they've gotten to know each other. And always remember to taste for seasoning. Alright, set that aside. Moving on to the bread. There are endless options here, but your best bet is the brioche bun. It's like this stuff was made for breakfast sandwiches. So add some butter to a nonstick pan and toast your buns until they're so perfectly golden brown that it makes you want to shed a tear. Something like this. Now, the age-old question. What to pick between a nice soft scramble or a runny sunny side up egg? Well, I'm actually crazy and I go with a sort of hybrid. So first crack 2 eggs carefully in a bowl and set aside one of the egg yolks. Now look, I know this is a little strange, a little unconventional, but trust me, it's key. And just beat the whole egg and egg white together. Next, add some butter to a pan set over medium heat. I use the same pan as we use for the buns, just out of sheer laziness. Once the butter is melted, add your beaten eggs. So for a nice soft scramble, you need to cook low and slow, mixing often. This method does take a bit longer than if you were making, say, just normal scrambled eggs, but trust me, it's worth it. As you do this, your eggs will slowly cook and start to come together. Keep doing this until it looks like it needs about another minute or 2 and roughly shape into whatever you'll load onto your sandwich. Then make a little divot at the very top and add your remaining egg yolk. Next, move your eggs over to one side of the pan and add a splash of water over on the other side. Then just cover with a lid and let this cook for the remaining minute or 2. This will get you that beautiful soft scramble and the runny yolk, which, I mean, let's face it, is truly the best of both worlds. So at this point, you'll be drooling. So let's make like the Avengers and get this sandwich assembled. Dope your bottom bun with some cream cheese. Totally optional, but man, does it play so nicely with other ingredients on here. Next, add some thinly sliced Fresno or jalapeno peppers, a tablespoon of those beautiful caramelized onions, followed by your eggs, and some salt and pepper to taste. All right, next we'll be using a slice of American cheese. Yes, American. It holds everything together beautifully. You could replace this with thinly sliced cheddar, but it's just not the same. Now, here I'm using a blowtorch to get the cheese nice and melted, but before you even start typing the comment, you could just throw it in the oven. That should still be hot because you baked some bacon. Speaking of bacon, so at this point, I was just so freaking excited to eat that I honestly completely forgot about the bacon and only realized that I forgot after the 68 seconds it took for me to devour the sandwich. It was still the best breakfast sandwich I've ever had, but it would have been better with the bacon. So don't be an idiot like me and remember to put the bacon on the sandwich. Okay, let's get back into it. Finally, load your top bun with that beautiful, spicy, garlicky mayo. Top off your incredible looking sandwich. And finally, we've got nothing left to do but to send it off in style.
And guys, there you have it, the ultimate breakfast sandwich. Now, I know, some of these steps could be a little tedious, but remember, you can always tune your laziness level to best suit your preferences. You don't want to make scrambled eggs and top it off with an egg yolk, skip that last step. You don't want to glaze your bacon, just don't. But know that that comes at not a cost, but two costs. Firstly, your sandwich isn't going to be quite as good as it really could be. And secondly, and far more importantly, I'm gonna judge you a little bit. So, guys, go try this at home, see for yourselves how amazing this sandwich is, and let me know in the comments what you guys think and what changes you guys made along the way. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Peace!